Distinguished members, the committee welcomes the hope that 2025 has brought, including the ceasefire arrangement in Gaza between Israel and Hamas on 15 January. We commend Egypt, Qatar, and the United States for their critical role in achieving this agreement, which outlines a phased implementation. This includes what we have all been demanding: the release of hostages, the planned release of Palestinian prisoners, and the entry of much-needed humanitarian aid into Gaza. While we applaud the ceasefire, it is disheartening that Israeli airstrikes continued even after its announcement, causing additional casualties and undermining the agreement. In just 24 hours after the ceasefire deal was reached, 80 Palestinians, including women and children, were killed. Gaza's death toll now exceeds 47,000, with over 110,000 injured, many permanently, and over 2.1 million people displaced, often repeatedly. Humanitarian aid remains blocked, worsening starvation, disease, and suffering. We call on Israel to end its attacks, displacement, and violations of international law. The Security Council's division and failure to implement Resolution 2735 are costly and must end. Our inaction undermines our credibility and moral standing. Distinguished members, the world and this Council has grown desensitized to the horrors in Gaza. In the absence of action from the Council, we commend that the General Assembly and Member States have stepped up, demanding a ceasefire, protecting civilians, and pursuing justice. The committee has amplified these efforts, featuring testimonies from Palestinians, civil society, and experts on the dire realities in Gaza. Committee events such as the 2024 International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people and the exhibits like Gaza, Palestine, A Crisis of Humanity and Cry for Justice at UN headquarters remind us of the human cost of this conflict. The ceasefire must be a stepping stone to lasting peace. Israel's actions in Gaza pose a threat to international peace and security and are persistent violations of humanitarian and human rights law. We urge the Security Council to ensure that the ceasefire holds, prevent further atrocities, and set a path toward recovery and peace. We call on the Council to play its part in advancing a political horizon for the question of Palestine, based on the two-state solution and UN resolutions. We commend the General Assembly's adoption of Resolution ES 10/24, demanding Israel's withdrawal from occupied Palestinian territory within a year, and urging member states to cease importing settlement products and supplying arms used in the OPT. Accountability for war crimes and crimes against humanity is critical, and we stress the need for enforcement at national and international levels. Following Resolution ES 10/25, reaffirming support for UNRWA's mandate, the General Assembly has requested an ICJ advisory opinion on Israel's obligations regarding the presence of UN entities in the OPT. We are confident the ICJ will reaffirm the vital role of UNRWA and other UN bodies. The Security Council must also support these mandates and reject efforts to undermine UNRWA's critical work. Denying Palestinian rights is a death sentence for the people of Gaza. Distinguished members, immediate and unhindered humanitarian access is essential. UNRWA's role is indispensable in delivering aid and crucial life-saving services at the scale required. The ceasefire offers an opportunity to rebuild and heal, but only if the international community provides unwavering support. The committee will continue to engage member states, regional organizations, parliamentarians, civil society, and UN bodies to advocate for Palestinian rights and ensure adherence to the ceasefire agreement and the achievement of just and lasting peace. We urge all member states to support the Palestinian government in leading the recovery process in Gaza. The people urgently need food, shelter, water, healthcare, and a pathway to healing and hope. This is a collective responsibility. Our efforts continue to be driven by the Palestinian people's right to self-determination and freedom in an independent state of Palestine, with East Jerusalem as its capital, living in peace with its neighbors. A just resolution for Palestinians remains vital, in line with international law and long-standing UN resolutions that demand implementation. Let us unite in this noble cause for justice, peace, and human dignity. Thank you.